to another episode of Learning with Kazuo Inamori on Huofa. And this time around, the chapter talks about how to be focused like a hammer. What it means is, instead of focusing on so many tasks or so many development or so many learning, we focus on doing one thing that gives us the biggest result. And on Focus in Self, he looked at strategic planning as a short-term to mid-term thing. It is not as productive to have a 3 to 5 years planning, because the fact is every single one of us change, and because of that, whatever that we decided over the years, it would definitely not be the same thing anymore. So instead of putting the energy and effort and focus on the long-term goals, he would encourage us to look into the short-term goals. Say for instance, in the next 365 days, where do I see myself in my career? What projects would I have accomplished? In the next 365 days, what would I have learned, and how could I have developed into a better person? In strategic management workshops that we conduct, one common pitfall is realizing that everybody enjoys drafting a long-term plan, and by the time they are done with drafting the next 3 to 5 years plans with the action items, they could already be 3 to 5 months into the current year. And what happened would be a lack of executions, and then the plan eventually ended up as a plan on the shelf. And I think there could be a better use of that resources. So if I adopt the concept that Kazuo has mentioned in the book, it's almost as if I'm telling myself and the team, just look into the next 365 days. Where would we be at? What would we be doing? How does it look like? Instead of setting a long-term goal of I will be super fit and strong, but if I were to scale it down to the next 1 year, maybe my action item would then be, I want to consistently work out 3 times a week. It's a smaller goals, it's more manageable, it's something that I know I will be able to deliver. The thing that I'm not sure would be, am I able to deliver it on a consistent manner? Now that would be the key challenge, right? So if I'm able to deliver it on a consistent basis, I should be able to achieve the result that I want by the end of next year. And then I'll be thinking, what would be another goal for the next 1 year? This is definitely a different school of thoughts from what we usually know, that you should have a long, mid-term and short-term goal. This is more like, let's focus on the short-term goal and make sure we deliver. And if it's executed well, all those few weeks would eventually feel like 1 whole year, because you're able to complete more things within a shorter amount of time span. So the key word here is focus. Regardless of what we do, focus on it. Even when it gets bored, focus on it. Make sure we continuously develop over the years, and our hard work would hopefully by then be rewarded fairly. Hope this helps.